Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Warriors need to hire a center. And by the end of the trade deadline, executives hope to have signed this much-needed player to the Warriors roster. Strong rumors, Warriors want to do business with the Indiana Pacers and sign center Miles Turner. The Golden State Warriors might be able to pull off one of the most underrated moves of the trade deadline by calling up the Indiana Pacers. The Warriors did well to snag Dennis Schroeder in December, but they could still use reinforcements in the frontcourt. A legitimate center who can stretch the floor would be a dream fit alongside Stephen Curry, which is why Golden State has been checking in with the Chicago Bulls about Nikola Vucevic. An even better option for the Dubs than Vucevic, however, exists in Indiana, as noted by fadeaway World's Cholo Martin Mogsino on Monday. Getting Miles Turner could give the Golden State Warriors a fantastic defensive anchor in the center position with his shot-blocking instincts, Mogsino said. He is a well-rounded player on both sides, averaging 15 points, 7 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 2.1 blocks per game. Mogsino proposed a trade package for Turner, consisting of Jonathan Kuminga, Tracy Jackson-Davis, and a 2027 first-round pick. The Pacers will benefit from this by getting rising star Jonathan Kuminga. He averages 15.1 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. The 22-year-old forward could be a breakout player in Indiana, especially with a playmaker like Tyrese Haliburton, averaging 8.7 assists a night this season. Tracy Jackson-Davis is also an underrated pickup in this mock trade because he has a good touch around the rim, making him a strong pick-and-roll option. Combine that with the 2027 first-round pick, and the Pacers can get another promising player in the draft or through a trade. Turner would help the Warriors level up on both ends. Besides being a three-point threat, he's also an excellent shot blocker. Confident it's a matter of time before Schroeder's shots fall. Dennis Schroeder hasn't made a huge impact for the Warriors so far, but coach Steve Kerr sees no reason to panic about Golden State's latest trade acquisition just 3 games in. It's Schroeder's third game with us, so it's going to take some time, Kerr told reporters after the Warriors' 111-105 loss to the Indiana Pacers on Monday at Chase Center. But I love what I see from Dennis, just in terms of the ball pressure. I thought he did an excellent job defensively. He's a guy who is streaky as a shooter. I've seen him, and I know it's just a matter of time before he starts knocking them down, but there's going to be nights where shots aren't going. But Dennis is a great addition for us, and he's going to help us win a lot of games. Schroeder finished Monday's loss a team-worst -22, shooting 3 of 9 from the field with 9 points, 3 assists, and 0 rebounds in 30 minutes. After averaging 18.4 points and 6.6 assists per game with the Brooklyn Nets this season, Schroeder has posted 7.7 points and 3.7 assists in 3 games since being traded to the Warriors. Golden State is 1-2 in those games. But as Kerr noted, it's a small sample size. Still, the Warriors acquired Schroeder in hopes he could provide some more offense alongside Steph Curry. With the February 6 NBA trade deadline still weeks away, though, the Warriors still have some time to see if Schroeder ends up fitting in before deciding if and when to make another move. Warriors' Brandon Podziemski reveals why he sent dramatic notes app post. The Golden State Warriors are slowly transitioning into their new era, with young players like Brandon Podziemski, Jonathan Kuminga, and Tracy Jackson-Davis developing as Steph Curry and Draymond Green play out their last few seasons. However, that transition can be bumpy at times, which is why Podziemski was extra careful to avoid any possible drama with his older teammates. On Monday, Podziemski clarified the lengthy Notes app message he posted to his Instagram story on Saturday, via 95.7 The Game. Yeah, about my statement, it can be tricky and it can be perceived in a different way than it was made out to be, the second-year guard said. I respect the hell out of Steph, Draymond, head coach, Steve, Kerr, I look up to all of them. So I just wanted to clarify that so that it wouldn't get twisted in any other way. The beginning of this entire situation was when Kerr said that the Warriors' young players are still learning how to play with Curry after their 113-103 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves on Saturday night. The veteran coach pointed out a late-game possession with heavy ball movement as a moment he wants to see more of, via NBC Sports' Ali Thanawala. I don't really think. I just play, Podziemski told reporters when they asked him about Kerr's comment. When I'm out there and I'm open, I shoot it. If not, I make a play. I don't really look too much into. I know we have Steph Curry on the court and if he's open, I'm going to throw the ball to him. I don't really look too deep into those messages. Thanawala called the response odd, which led to Podziemski's Instagram clarification. To clarify and for further context, Steph is Steph and I've been very open with my respect for him on and off the court. He's a legend and a GOAT for a reason. On the court, you have to be cautious against overthinking every possession. You have to trust your work, do what the coaches want you to do, and make a good IQ play. At times that's a pass, taking a shot, or even making a good screen to free up a teammate. So you just play and work to make good decisions consistently. A lot of times that will end up being passing the ball to a wide-open stpay and or teammate when the opportunity is there and just doing whatever it takes to help the team time. This all goes to Kerr's point that Podziemski and the rest of Golden State's youngsters are learning on the fly. It takes time to get the hang of basketball's nuances at the NBA level, but that's what game reps are for. Lakers star Anthony Davis reacts to Golden State Warriors trade. Los Angeles Lakers star Anthony Davis spoke on the latest Golden State Warriors trade. The Golden State Warriors and Los Angeles Lakers are facing off on Christmas Day in a Pacific Division showdown. While neither team is playing particularly well right now, both LA and Golden State have championship aspirations with their respective aging superstars. With both teams expected to be active ahead of the NBA trade deadline, the Warriors got started early by acquiring veteran guard Dennis Schroeder from the Brooklyn Nets. While he has yet to make much of an impact in Golden State, making just 8 of his 29 field goal attempts since the trade, Schroeder projects to be a big piece for the Warriors. Schroeder played for the Lakers during the 2021 and 2023 seasons. Speaking with reporters ahead of Wednesday's matchup with Golden State, Lakers star Anthony Davis mentioned the Schroeder addition. "We always have battles with them," Davis said of the Warriors. "Seen them in the playoffs a couple years. They added Dennis to their team. That's a good pickup for them. It's gonna be fun to go up in the Bay and try to get a win on Christmas Day." The Warriors are 1-2 in Schroeder's 3 games, defeating the Minnesota Timberwolves in between losses to the Memphis Grizzlies and Indiana Pacers. As previously mentioned, the veteran guard has struggled with his shot, and especially from three-point range, where he is just 1/11th since the trade.